lastly, this is the final segment of the evening before I sign out. And yes, cue the sappy music. I saved this one for last on purpose because this one is actually about the fans. We've heard me talk about me, why I'm great, why my whole idea to stream a bunch of games that nobody asked for was great, why me streaming more games that nobody thought were that good was great, amazing, no mistakes there whatsoever, and why Sega was great, no mistakes there, except for the Sega Saturn, Sega 32X, and yeah. But what we haven't talked about is arguably the most important part of all of this. You. Yes, you. Yeah, no, I'm talking right to you. The viewers of this show, Retro Request Party, which literally just started as me talking to bots. There were a few times I actually acknowledged the bots in the channel, like Lurks and Commander Root and Sizer. I actually acknowledged you guys. But that was before I had real friends. I'm going to go ahead and actually acknowledge some of these people by name because I think it's worth doing. Bex87, Beckazon, Bex the Beckinator, Bex, I said Bex already. Bex has been just a real friend from the beginning. She's watched a good number of these episodes, despite the fact that she's really not into retro gaming, and I completely understand that and know that to begin with. She's famously complained about getting dizzy during the Sonic special stages. She's not a huge fan of any of it. One of my favorite Bex moments is actually from Retro 35, an episode in which I played some Game Gear games, and she's like, why are there barrels rolling on the roof? And I'm like, yeah, why are there barrels rolling on the roof? But I appreciate her commentary. I appreciate the fact that she somehow got me to play Rage in Retro Episode 2, and I was terrible at it, and she completely didn't judge me for it, even though she kind of did. But thanks for watching so many episodes, Bex. Hope to see you on some more in the future. Thanks for getting retroactive. Speaking of people who like to keep up with me, my friends Shads and Zero, both from Norway. No, just kidding, Slovakia. Both from Slovakia. I don't know why that's relevant to the story at all, but there are a couple friends of mine that stop by the streams every so often, actually a little bit more than that, donating bits and also their time to watch me ramble on about retro trivia and just all kinds of stupid stuff, and it's just always a pleasure to see you guys sign on. I noticed you guys get enthusiastic about like the Mario games and the Yoshi games and a lot of the games, but it's just nice to see you. Spidey Octo, Spidey my man, and you've been going by that name the entire time, so I don't even have to like make a change. Spidey, obviously your love for comic books, comic book games, Spider-Man, all that stuff is awesome. The fact that you make time for so many of my retro streams, I mean, you've been on almost all of them, no matter what junk I was playing. Sometimes it was cool, sometimes it wasn't. You helped me through Miles Morales in Retro 38. You helped me get to the end of that stuff. That stupid, tricky puzzle part with the museum. I don't even remember. But you helped me through it. I appreciate that. I appreciate how many of these you watch. I appreciate your support during and after the streams and everything like that. So it's just really cool to have you there. Really cool that you're my friend after all this time. My friend Chris. Again, Chris hasn't been on a ton of retro streams, but the ones that he has been on, I really remember. Particularly Retro 40, which is one of my favorite episodes with the PlayStation 2 games. I actually bought Gran Turismo 4 because he's a big GT fan. And I've got it up there somewhere with the PS2 stuff. It's just admittedly the smallest part of my collection, but I played GT4 because of him, because he loves that game. And I can see why he loves that game. I personally don't love that game, but I can see why he loves the game. It was really fun, realistic graphics for the time. But more importantly, I enjoy his commentary. He's funny. I think he was also there when I played Force Unleashed and another one. And, you know, he was there. You know, he supports the stupid thing I do. And it's just nice to have support no matter where it comes from. And of course, when it comes to support, you gotta have Randy. My friend Randy, who is a big wrestling fan, who always comes on the streams, not just the retro streams, but any stream I do with a great, enthusiastic greeting, calling me the legendary Bobby Gaines, the spectacular Bobby Gaines. You know, that was great, it was good, like everything he says is just the best, to the top, and I mean that sincerely. So thank you, Randy, for always encouraging me. And even when I do a stream that's like 4 hours, you still want more. You want 5 hours, 6 hours, you know, whatever. You love your sports games. I do too. It's fun. I'm glad to have you along for those. And speaking of wrestling fans and sports games, we got Strapfax, my friend in real life and on Twitch. He was actually here for Retro 45. We did a 2-player stream. It was a 5-hour stream. No, I'm sorry. It was a 7-hour stream. full of glitches, full of issues, but he went through it. Funny enough, we both worked together at AV, so we're used to, you know, troubleshooting things. Unfortunately, this was one thing we could not troubleshoot, but it was a great time nonetheless. I really enjoyed playing Streets of Rage 4 and the Turtles games with you, and even Smash Brothers, where you even admitted you didn't know what you were doing, but it was great. And thank you for watching so many of the streams, too, when you're not actually physically in the room. That's really cool as well. My friend Jeffachu, again, him and I go way back as real friends, and I still remember him trying to help me solve a puzzle in Retro 17, the Super Nintendo mini episode, where we played Super Mario RPG, which was by his request, by the way. And it was a fun game, but what wasn't so much fun was trying to open that damn door in the pirate ship level and trying to come up with what the answer was using the letters or whatever. And this doesn't sound fun at all, but it kind of was. And looking back at it, I'm just imagining this guy, because we live pretty far apart, so he's where he is, like writing down, like, okay, it starts with a P, it's got a Q, it's got a whatever, and then he's relaying this to me at my location, and I'm playing the game in real time while he's doing this, and eventually we solved it. But I don't know, that was one of my favorite memories of all 49 to 50 episodes of Retro. Toaster Cartridge, Barney Stimpleton, who are the same people, by the way, and Rem Hearts, or Lena Rem. Both of you guys, my friends in real life. I was going to show videos of you guys, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to spoil your identity. I'm just going to say that I know you both in real life. You've actually gifted me a few games, some of them retro, some of them not. I really appreciate knowing you guys. It's really fun hanging out with you, seeing your name on my streams, and, you know, all the stuff you do. I know for a fact you really like Sonic Spinball. Speaking to Toaster Cartridge specifically, you really like Sonic Spinball. Rem, you really like Sonic CD. I don't get it. I like Sonic CD, don't get me wrong, it's a fun game. But damn, how'd you get this thing on the show 5 times? I don't know. I don't care, because you know what? We had fun at the end of the day. I can honestly say that I've loved doing this for the past 3 years now. And, you know, I never thought it would last this long, to be honest. Mainly because of viewership. It wasn't because I was going to get tired of it. I thought, you know, there's only so long I could go on only having 1 or 2 viewers, which is what makes people like Bex and Rem Hearts and Toaster even more important, is because, like, some of those people have been there for me since the OG, since the beginning. Same with Randy. But even other people who came in later, like, you guys are like a little family to me. I really mean that. So, I appreciate you all supporting the Retromania experience. Whatever it ends up being in the future, I don't know. But we've had a great 50 episodes now, I can say that, because the 50th episode is at the end. I really, really love you guys. Really want to thank you all for watching. And, goddamn. Let's get retroactive. What else can I say?